Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another video, and this time around we are going to be watching a little bit of a race here with the BMW M4 GT4 G82. Yet again, we're participating in the same series as always, the BMW M Power Tour. This time we're racing in a dark here road Atlanta. It's not something we have done before. It's mainly just been day while we race. This time's an exception, however. And we'll see what comes of it this time round here. Now we're starting in P13. There's 15 drivers in total, and we didn't set a qualifying lap here, so we're going to be at the back here starting. Interestingly enough, and then we'll see how it goes, I suppose. Now, obviously, there's quite a bit to play for as always here. We're looking to push up our numbers. Got an iRacing rating of 541. But also 3.15 safety rating here. So we have been playing quite a bit, and it's had us upside and downs, and this is definitely a race where they can do well. And at the moment we're just waiting to turn our way around here. And obviously we have done quite a bit of racing in the M4, but also in TTRs and the Formula 4 cars. So we're definitely getting into plenty of racing action here. And I can't wait to see how this one's going to unfold this time around. We're starting a little bit at the back. We're going to be looking to drive our way through the front whenever possible here. And it's just going to be a matter of nailing every apex, but also making sure we stay out of trouble. That's the main priority. Getting that safety rating up is absolutely massive. And we'll see what comes. Well, as we're walking up, we're gonna get all the way to the back. We're crawling compared to the maximum pace these cars are. They're actually really tricky and fast cars. So far, a low heart rate, but soon that's obviously gonna become a little bit higher as well.
About to go green, stay focused.
We are about to go green, that's the call at least. And now it's a matter of speeding up, getting up to the right. Speeds, and we're starting here. The green flag is out. We're still gonna make our way over towards the final corner. Incident ahead being called already. It's very chaotic, and we make it by just about, but that was a massive incident already in the beginning. We just focus on keeping things clear. We've seen some drivers fall back all the way now. Luckily we did well. Yellow flag is out. More cars crashing left, right and center here. I think I might have seen a wheel or something else come off as well there. I'm not entirely certain about it, but it was some kind of car part in the way. Then another car going off into the wall ahead of us. We make it through here. More cars are in the sand as well. It's an absolute chaotic start here. In these 15-minute races, it's always plenty of action, and sometimes not for the better. And we'll see what comes. Time to time, of course, we do have these races where we're off pretty well. Anyways, well, let's see what is gonna happen. So far just clean here. We're trying to get to Tyson Carey here, who's looking to put in his best efforts. This time we make it through rather nicely. So far so good here. Now obviously, as we cross the line for the first time in the race, we're looking to do well. We're up to P7 here, a good result so far. Mainly due to staying incident free. That's massive, right? That's just how it is sometimes here. More cars that are struggling in the beginning are now mainly behind us, and they were the ones that were taken out. But we kept out of trouble by playing it safe, and that's obviously the upside that we have now. Tricky track combination, of course. This time we go a tiny bit too wide here, but we're able to rejoin. Unfortunately, that does mean that the Valentino Rossi livery BMW M4 is gonna go past us here. And obviously he drives a GT3 car around in the GT World Challenge. This livery is inspired by it. It's quite a good one. We've obviously got our custom livery too. As always, it's nice and green, as well as nice and red towards the back here. It's always awesome to see that people have these creative custom liveries. Some inspired by real life, some completely made up. Makes it awesome. This time, we're in P8. As Carrier's gone past us. Chad Engler's behind us, and he might be trying to push us up whenever we have the opportunity to. We're gonna defend it, of course, but the main thing is for now that we gotta make sure we also keep looking ahead right now. We wanna try and stay with Tyson Carrier as much as possible. We go a tiny bit too wide there, and that's gonna cost us a lot of straight line speed. We move over to try and defend the inside, or do we let him go? We let him go. But he's made a mistake, he's gone off himself, he outbrakes himself, so that's how we gain the position back again. Maybe not the cleanest of ways, but it works, I suppose. And well, make our way over through this twisty section. Again, it's the part of Road Atlanta that is very well known for being quite technical and quite difficult to handle sometimes. It's awesome to see, really. And obviously, as I mentioned before as well, if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe here. We're going to be trying to upload as regularly as possible. And we'll see what comes of it here. Now we've got a little bit of a straight ahead here. There's kind of nobody around us anymore. Tyson's a little bit quicker than we are. The driver now behind us, Vladimir Zareo, is looking to catch up as well. But Vladimir so far hasn't been able to find that connection to us. So at the moment we're kind of driving alone. Something we've been doing for very long, it feels like. We're always kind of in no man's land somehow in the race. That's because the drivers that are faster than us are just staying ahead. And the drivers who are sometimes even faster but less consistent or just slower in general will always stay behind. But considering we decide to go slow and steady, we barely make big mistakes. This time we get a great line here through the S's as well. Unfortunately for us, it's Vladimir Zareo who still got so much closer despite us setting a bit of a record for herself in this sector. That was a beautiful sector coming out. And now he goes for a move on the right here. We're able to defend it rather nicely. Here we try and push through. We almost let him go by, but we decide to defend a little bit more, so we stay ahead for the time being here. But we've got a difficult race ahead of us here. 27.622. Call for an incident too, so we always got to stay aware. Obviously in the dark it's a little bit trickier for everybody to navigate around, and that's just how it is. And we know that too. It's kind of normal at this point. Car to the right, we let him by here. It's a tricky section to try and overtake in, but we managed to make it work. It's cost us quite a bit of time though. Now a 9-second gap behind us. Chad Engler was involved with us earlier, of course, but he couldn't manage it. He went off, unfortunately, and now it seems like he made a mistake again, as he's now so far long gone. We focus on our own race. Here we go at it. Let's see what we can do. A little bit of a tough corner there. We lose a little bit of time here, but other than that, we're good to go. And we're obviously still desperately trying to hold on to Vladimir, who's gotten ahead of us, and since then hasn't really looked back in his mirrors, as he's just been so incredibly quick around. We keep doing what we're doing best, focusing on our own lap time. 7 minutes on the clock remaining here, so we're halfway through the race already. Time goes incredibly quick, of course. Here we make it through the S's. So far, so good here. There we go, a little bit too wide. It's the same corner we're struggling with, unfortunately. But that is what it is.
The car in P12 just set the fastest lap.
And now, interestingly enough, it's actually a back marker that says the fastest lap of the race here. Driga Recce. I don't know how that's happened in the first place, but oh well, it's interesting.
The leader is running 26.57.
The leader still a couple seconds quicker. We're actually the slowest in terms of fastest lap so far. He's in the top 12. We have seen a couple DNFs as well, of course, thanks to the incidents earlier on. And that just seems to be a reoccurring theme, unfortunately. I don't know why that is, but it just seems to happen quite often. This time, though, we might be good for our own record here, making it through the final corner. As long as we keep the car in the right place, we are going to set a personal fastest lap here of 31.239. So that's definitely not bad at all. This time we're looking good in the first sector as well, so we're getting a hang of the track now in the dark as well. It's definitely not easy. It's actually quite a good field again in terms of actual performance. Make it through. This is a clean line coming through, but we gotta make sure we get on the throttle early, and we do so. The 988 average, where we're in the 500s, is pretty good for us. So even if we finish like this, we're not gonna have that bad of a record. We might even gain points, honestly. But we'll see what comes in just a second here. So far, so good. We once again shave a second off our time here, even though Triangle is getting closer now. A little bit of a misshift there, a little bit too early. You can hear it by the engine. It doesn't really like that, of course, but luckily all is good. There we go, a little bit across as well.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an off track for us as well. Obviously, that's gonna all end up as an incident point later on, which we're trying to avoid. A little bit too wide there, but not the end of the world, although we do slightly have to lift, so it's gonna cost us a little bit of time, unfortunately.
Just set the fastest lap. 26.845.
And well, as we come in now, making our way through, we're on a slower lap this time around. Chad is also knocking on our rear door this time around. He hasn't actually made his way by us just yet here with 2.5 minutes remaining, but he is surely going to give us a run for our money here. So we need to stay on our A game.
Car on your left.
Car on the left, and is there a move? No. He's trying to do it the patient way, the good way. We keep it going here. We're trying to do well. So for nothing, no good movement, no commitments, unfortunately. As we make it through here, we're all good for now. This time, just 1.5 minutes left here. Once again, it is the same driver in the rearview mirrors here.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left.
No move yet here, at least.
Car right. Clear.
There is the move, unfortunately for us. Here we make it through. But we have lost that position. A little bit of a minute left here. So I'm hoping that it will do well, but we'll see how it comes in just a moment here. As we shift up yet again, this time we're looking a little bit better here. There's no car directly behind us, as Rodrigo is 17 seconds clear. So as long as we don't make any mistakes, we're most likely going to finish P10. Unless Chad Angley in front of us is going to make a mistake too. But he's had a quite good race. He's had his fair share of moments though, and that sometimes happens. But so far so good, I suppose. Time's officially up now. So the race is going to be over quite soon. There's not much left to do here. Just bring it home. I see that's easier said than done, but that is what we're aiming for, of course.
White flag. One more lap to go.
There's the white flag. One more lap to go. And well, that is the fastest lap of the session here. It's also now entering our final lap of the race here. We're getting another opportunity here. No movement other than that as of yet, at least. We might just be looking to break our own record here yet again. We'll see if that comes through. I have my suspicions, but time will tell. Well, at the moment we're looking to see what's going to happen. Time will tell. But it looks like we're stuck in our position. Maybe more will come, but at the moment we're not seeing it. And so far, I mean, it's been a little bit of an uneventful race. Slow car on the right here, but it doesn't matter as we're finished, so it's going to be a nice race coming out of us here. We're hoping to get a little bit more. That's not going to happen. But still, P10, it's definitely not bad at all, especially if you look at the results that we get because of it. going to be 1 incident point only. And that's going to give us a safety rating boost to 3.24, so 0.09 improvement here. And a iRacing improvement, that is from 541 to 545 here. So we're going to be getting a little bit of an upgrade here, but it's not that much, fortunately for us. But that's just how it is sometimes. And now we have a little bit of a break to try and bring the car home as well. The more corners you do, the better it is for a safety rating, at least. And this is also your reminder that if you're liking the content so far, then please like and subscribe here. We've had a fair share of good moments here. We'll see what comes for next race here. Obviously back in the F4. See if that brings better or worse results. I think we're going to do well. It's usually a very stacked one though. But we'll see what comes here. Anyways, we're going to park up the car. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a relatively uneventful race, but that happens. But more opportunity will come, I suppose. So let's just park in. And I'll see you guys next weekend as well. See you around. Have a good day.